going on, Jerome's Minnesota Vikings hired Kevin O'Connell to be the new head coach in 2022. Through 3 seasons, there's been a lot of success, right? A regular season, been absolutely getting it done. Postseason, maybe not so much. But you'd have to be an absolute idiot not to think that the Vikings are on the right path. They have a great, growing and showing, beautiful offensive-minded head coach, and a guy who's the only coach in team history to have 13-plus winning seasons. 13 in 2022, won the division. 14 wins this season, did not win the division. Just an anomaly. But, of course, yeah, everything's about postseason and winning Super Bowls. The Vikings over 2 thus far, but, and the Vikings have had some great times under Kevin O'Connell, him winning 67% of his regular season games, as well as first 2 years, got it done with Kirk Cousins. This year, despite the absolute ass thank you ending, Kevin O'Connell getting 14 wins out of Sam Darnold, that's pretty damn magnificent. And also, Ave Maria, Amor, fatty. Future franchise quarterback, highest drafted QB in team history. Kevin O'Connell, J.J. McCarthy, just coagulating long-term, 10, 12, 15 years. I love it, man. But of course, Kevin O'Connell, when he signed up to be the Vikings head coach in 2022, signed a 4-year pact, just expired through year 3, and now he's heading into a contract year, potentially a lame duck, and of course, all the rumors, all the speculation. And for the people who don't want Kevin O'Connell, like 2/3 of the league would take Kevin O'Connell right now. Maybe even more, probably 4/5. But, Glazer saying that multiple teams interested in trading for Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. And then Florio, fan in the flames, that tension exists between KOC and Vikings ownership because he didn't get an extension last offseason. Blah, 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 blah. Long story longer. Kevin O'Connell, so not wearing a hat, so not a hat model. People made a big deal. Oh, he's not wearing Viking stuff, so he must not want to be back. No, this is a man who hasn't slept a lot this week. This is a man who this is a depression shirt, 100%. So he's sitting at home or in the office. He's got like the fuzzy slippers on, and he's just eating soup all the time. That's it. And there's soup stains on that. You could smell that shirt right now. It's no bueno, right? That's a depression shirt if I've ever seen it. Anyways, but O'Connell, was very upbeat about the future. Talk about J.J. McCarthy as well as talk about his contract. It's from ESPN. Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell met with the team's ownership group this week and said Thursday that he wants to sign a contract extension to remain with the team. I do, O'Connell said. I do want to remain with the team. I've had great dialogue with our ownership this week and reflection as the season came to an end. Anything beyond that, I would prefer to keep those discussions internal. He continued. Speaking Thursday to Minnesota reporters, O'Connell did not directly answer whether there is any lingering tension that must be worked through before a deal can be finalized. Quote, what I would say is I love being the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, he said. And with that becomes the fact that I love our ownership. I have a great relationship with our ownership and feel so fortunate, not only just the way they support us and believe in us, but also the impact they have on our players, on our locker room, and ultimately where we all want to go together. Feel very, very great about that. Like O'Connell and Kwesi signed a 4-year deal back in January 2022. So basically, Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi are in lockstep about what they want to do, right? And I do think that both of them will get an extension this offseason. O'Connell may happen sooner than Kwesi's. Here's the thing about Kwesi. Hey, Kwesi, fix the interior offensive line in free agency in March, then you can have your extension. Like, sign Trey Smith, Tevin Jenkins, Ryan Kelly, and then you could have your extension. O'Connell will extend it right now, right? Because I know it sucks losing in the playoffs, and that ultimately is what matters. Like, you don't want to just be a good regular season head coach like Marty Schottenheimer, right? You have to go to Super Bowls. You have to win Super Bowls. But I truly do believe that Kevin O'Connell is going to be that guy. And the whole thing about it is that he's grown and shown on the job, and he and Kwesi have built this phenomenal culture here. And why would he want to leave? Right? Even if he's bitter with ownership, it's like, I didn't get my extension last offseason. He bet on himself, and a 14-win season. Like, that's going to earn you some cash. It's not like he won 6 games and missed the playoffs, right? Despite how it ended. And also, he does have J.J. McCarthy here. His hand-picked future franchise quarterback in-house, and he's just like, nah, I'd rather go coach the Jaguars. Nah, it's not going to happen. So, again, I understand all the rumors, all the speculation. It's great and it drives clicks, but it's not going to happen, right? Kwesi is going to get extended. Same thing with Kevin O'Connell, and everything will be simpatico and good to go. And then Baby, 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 it's a wild world. Oh, by the way, why would you want to leave? You have the best receiver in the freaking NFL, as well as 21-year-old future franchise quarterback who you can literally do damage with for 10, 12, 15 years, baby. Come on, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell, not a hat model, also depression shirt. Also, this is a depression shirt too. Now I think about it. Anyways, let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.